Okay, so if anybody knows the answer, just publish the answer over there. Multiplication? No. Multiplication is star anywhere. It's just star. Okay, that's a very important. What do I call this? Dot is very important in JavaScript. It is used to fetch objects. The object notation, I don't call notation maybe. So if you want to call the keys of object, dot is used over there in JavaScript. All right. So this is very, very important. JavaScript objects are now, as of now, I hope you guys have heard about JSON. JSON is nothing but JavaScript object notation. This is very, 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 very important when dealing with APIs. When you're dealing with Ajax data. Alright, so I don't know how many of you guys know about JSON. I won't be teaching you guys JSON, okay? I know JSON, but I won't be. It's a catch. So that is it. We'll see JSON in. I'll talk about Ajax. Okay, then we'll see what JSON exactly is. How can we do manipulations on JSON data? Fine, that's about operators. So the next topic is our control structures. So what is control structure mean actually? So control structures are those structures or those modules or those blocks of code which are used to control the flow of the program. Okay, generally how does the program flow goes? Like it goes from the top to bottom, right? Okay, it usually goes from the top to bottom. Now what if I need to skip few lines? Okay, to skip few lines, so that's where I use the control structure. So control structures generally used to make some decisions over there. So these statements are used to make some decisions. Right? So what kind of decisions? It's like if condition. Oh, I did not talk about another operator. I'm sorry. Now I got it. This is called conditional operator. This is very, very important. I wonder how you forgot. So this is the syntax of this operator. So usually, okay, this is used conditional operator. How does it work? So we give a condition. Okay, condition has one operator and a question mark. So question mark will ask it a question. Is this true or false? So is this condition true or false? So if it is true, do this. The first statement itself. No, this is false. So that's where the colon comes. If that is false, do this. So that is a conditional operator. So condition question mark means is it true or false? Yes, it's true. Then do this. No, it is false. Then do this. All right. So that is conditional operator. Why I say it's very important, because in one statement you can check a lot of condition over there. Okay, you can nest it. You can put a condition again, condition again, condition. So that can be done, which I'll be showing you guys in a program. All right. Any questions here? I can quickly answer the questions here. Am I going fast? I told you guys I'll be going fast. Any question? I have discussed this in very much detail in the previous JavaScript class. Return type, okay. Return type is the value, whatever the value this has. Suppose if true condition has an integer, the return type is integer. If the false condition has string, it returns string. So depends on the condition, depends upon the value too. Like there is no particular return type for this. Like the return type may be anything. It's just a value over there. All right, it's a piece of code which we'll be seeing. All right, just give me a second. I'll grab you some water here. So any questions? I'll answer you guys, and meanwhile you guys keep talking to each other. You can. This is the time where you guys can know each other, right? Oh, you guys are not talking to each other? Fine. I thought you guys will be talking to each other. Fine. Good that you keep your. They're just. I don't know what these guys are doing. I just want to know what you guys do in the daytime. Like, okay, fine. I assume Girish is a student, and Rakesh is changing his career. No class. I don't know what Kavita does, and Rajesh is dormant from a long time. Maybe I don't know. He can answer this question. And even Sumalata, what do you do in your daytime? I don't know. Fine. Great. So control structures. So control structures are used to. Great. We'll take this conversation offline. Maybe I may call you guys. I got your phone numbers over there. If they are right, I may call you guys and talk to each of them personally to know exactly what's your current situation. I mean, how much you are interested in the course, how much you wanted to make an impact. So that's a different scenario. So guys who gave some, let's say, some wrong phone numbers, it's time to update. I hope you guys know how to update your account, how to put profile pictures. I see nobody's using their profile pictures. I don't know. Use some profile picture, not exactly yours. Put a Bollywood heroes or a Tollywood heroes picture, no problem. But profile picture makes the website more beautiful. Okay. So yeah. So control structures. If condition. Okay. Then the statement to be executed. Code to be executed. So again, if the condition if the condition is true, then only it will execute the code which is inside the flower braces. Okay, that's one condition. Then there is if else. So if condition is true, it goes inside code to be executed. Then what if the condition is false? Then it will jump to the here. All right, condition is false. So I assume that the backward slashes are comments here. So I'm using them as a comments here. So usually they mean comments in PHP. So that's how we comment some code in PHP. Condition is false. So code to be executed. Alright, close this. Then the next is nested if else. Okay, nested if else nothing but I write one more if condition if the condition is false. So if condition here and if it fails, then again check for another condition here. Okay, if that even fails, then check for another condition here. Then if everything fails, then go to else.